Hey there, it's Heather Hakes. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am sharing with you how to become the alchemist in your life and create quantum leaps, whether it's your health, finances, relationships, business success, or more. Before we dive into today's video, I want to offer you a free video training on how to reprogram your subconscious mind. You can grab it directly below in the description box and also on my website, heatherhakes.com. For the last several years, I have chosen a word for the year, and my word for 2024 has been alchemist, and I even wear it on a chain. What I want you to understand is an alchemist is just somebody, an old ancient wisdom. It's somebody who could turn lead into gold, but you can be the alchemist in your life. And what that means is to alchemize, or to become the alchemist, is transforming things for the better. So for example, if you're in financial woes and you're in a lack and scarcity mindset, you have the power to alchemize or transform that into an abundant mindset. Same thing when it comes to dating and relationships. If you're currently in a relationship and it's not where you want it to be, or you're single and you really want to be in one, you can alchemize any current situation or state that you are in and transform it for the better. And that's what I want to help you do. So what I'm going to be breaking down today is the idea of becoming the alchemist of your life and how to create these quantum leaps. Before we dive into the fun stuff, I want to help you understand how you got to where you're at today. There are three things that I talk about all of the time that create your reality, and it's simple. It's what I call the thought cycle. Your thoughts are the first domino in reality creation, and it's your thoughts that create your emotional states, and your emotions are what drive your behaviors. So it's literally those three things. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions create every result in your life. So what you can do is use this thought cycle and reverse engineer. So look at an area of life in which you're not currently happy or satisfied. If this is new to you and you want help creating clarity, I have a totally free resource on my website called the Life Assessment. You can find that at heatherhakes.com. Take the life assessment. So what I want to help you do is reverse engineer using the thought cycle so that you can start creating change in your life and become an alchemist. Now, since thoughts are the first domino, let's talk about the power of thoughts. You have more than 60,000 thoughts every single day. And unfortunately, before you start becoming mindful and intentional in your life, 80% of your daily thoughts are negative. And on top of that, 90% of your daily thoughts are in repeat from yesterday. That's why you could literally take yesterday and put it on today or put it on tomorrow, and nothing in your life is really going to change. That's why the first step to creating change is awareness. You have to become aware of your thoughts, those negative patterns, and on feedback loops. You have to become aware of your emotional states and your actions that aren't serving you, like self-doubt and procrastination and imposter syndrome. It's all of those limiting beliefs and actions that aren't serving you that are creating unwanted results. So the first step to creating change and becoming the alchemist in your life is awareness. And that's why, again, take that life assessment I offered you, because that will help you create clarity and awareness. So now that you know the three things that create every result in your life, you have the power to change these. And what it really comes down to is an identity shift. Think of it like creating version 2.0. This is exactly the process I coach my clients through on how to reinvent yourself. So Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches this. He has a great book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and really teaches you all the science and neuroscience and neuroplasticity behind reprogramming the subconscious mind. But for today's video, all I want you to understand is those three things: thoughts, emotions, actions create your state of being and every result in your life. If you don't have what you want, change is simple. You have to change your state of being, which are your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Now, I want you to know it's not necessarily easy, because you have years and decades of thinking and feeling and being one way. But the good news is, through awareness and intention and daily consistent practices, which I'm going to help and walk you through today, you can literally transform any area of life, and that's where quantum leaps come into play. So for example, maybe you've been single for years on end, and then you happen to meet somebody a month from today. That would be a quantum leap in your relationship status. If you've been broke and barely getting by, or this ebb and flow, instability in your finances, and then you have a huge breakthrough, that's a quantum leap in your life. And you do that through alchemizing, transforming your emotional states. So remember, the first step to creating change in your life is awareness. And right now, while I'm walking you through all of this, I simply want you to bring to the forefront what is one area of life in which you are seeking change. Is it your finances? Is it your health? Is it relationships? Do you want to scale your business? What area of life are you seeking change? Because I want you to go all in and have high focus on this. Then once you understand the steps and the formula behind change, you can go in and create quantum leaps and alchemize any area of your life. But for now, I just want you to get really clear what is that one area in which you are seeking change. And remember, awareness is the first piece. So once you're clear on an area of life that you're seeking change, remember that's the fourth step. Those are your current results. And what I want you to realize is life is a mirror. Your current results in life are simply a reflection, an echo of your past thinking, emotional states, and actions, which means when you change your thoughts, emotions, actions, if I haven't said that enough, hopefully it's really wiring in now. When you change those three things, that is how you get new results. All right, now let's get in the good stuff. I love teaching through acronyms because they're easy to remember, and that's also how I learn. So what I want to break down for you today is the idea of the acronym Alchemy. And what I want you to do is put this into play, take notes, literally write these steps down, because knowledge alone is not power, but experience is, implementation is, application is, and that's what I'm really big about. Giving you the tools to apply and implement in your life to actually create the change, to alchemize, to transform, and create the quantum leaps in your life. So let's get started. The acronym is Alchemy, so let's start with A. The first step to alchemize and transform the areas of life is aligning with that new identity. Again, this is about creating version 2.0. If you want to deep dive this and have the accountability and the frameworks, I offer one-on-one coaching and a free discovery call, link below in the description, also on my website, heatherhakes.com. But that is the first step in alchemizing. You have to align with the new identity. So for example, let me share it real world. In 2017, I, as a new entrepreneur, I left my corporate world. I was full of self-doubt, imposter syndrome, and procrastination. And if we go back to the thought cycle, you can see how somebody in those states, those thoughts and those emotional states and actions is going to create no impact, no influence, and no income. And that's exactly where I found myself. So how would I alchemize self-doubt, procrastination, and imposter syndrome and create a quantum leap so I can have coaching clients and the impact and influence and income that I was seeking? This is what I want to walk you through. So I got really clear on who I had been. Remember, awareness is the first step. And then on the other side of the column, I got really clear on who I would need to become. I created my version 2.0, somebody who's consistent, confident, taking action, and I created a strong why. So that is how I alchemized one state of being and created transformation into a new state of being, creating my version 2.0. So step number one, you have to align with the new identity. Step number two, you have to become so aware of your beliefs. So we're using L, leverage your beliefs. When you catch yourself, and this is just staying conscious and aware and mindful, not going unconscious and autopilot. When you catch yourself thinking a disempowering thought, feeling negative emotional states like fear, doubt, worry, like an imposter. When you catch yourself, that is a win. But in that state, catching yourself is about reframing it into an empowering belief, because your beliefs are what's driving your emotions and your behaviors. Remember, beliefs are just thoughts you keep thinking. So catch yourself, that's a win, and then you need to reframe it into an empowering belief so you take aligned, inspired action. The C in alchemy is about cultivating the vision. Your mind does not know the difference between imagination and reality, and that's why mentally rehearsing and visualizing living from the end, Neville Goddard teaches it as the law of assumption, assuming your wish fulfilled. When you're cultivating this vision and you're feeling the emotional state, that is also aligning your vibration and frequency with that end result. That is how you create the quantum leap. The next step is about harnessing rhythm, understanding, this is a Hermetic principle, the law of rhythm, but understanding life has its ebbs and flows. And when you can learn to ride the waves rather than resist them, so this is about harnessing the flows, understanding life's challenges and obstacles, being proactive rather than reactive, and you can learn to ride the waves so you don't have those high highs and low lows and on riding this emotional roller coaster. Understanding and keeping yourself aware, it's a part of life, it's a part of the process, but you can ride the waves. The E in alchemy is about engaging your focus. Think about this through the observer effect, and this is what science teaches us, quantum physics. The power of the observer, whatever you focus on expands. Wherever your attention goes, energy flows. So again, this is engaging your focus. This is intentionally focusing on, thinking about, feeling your desired results. That's how you alchemize a current situation and create a quantum leap into your desired reality. M is about making small steps. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but going from debt to $1 million overnight might be a stretch. But guess what? When you make small steps, and that's where consistency comes into play, you can create great prosperity and financial abundance when you put all of these into play. But when you just show up every single day, how do you run a marathon? One step at a time. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So this is not being overwhelmed, trying to make something happen overnight, but understanding life is a long game. Life is a marathon, but how do you get from here to the finish line? One step at a time. So stay focused and present on today. What can you do today to keep yourself in the high state, having the focus, having the energy, aligning with your vision to create this quantum leaps? The final step, Y, is about yielding within. Now, this is where the power of meditation comes into play. Meditation is about connecting within. It's where you can train your awareness and set intentions. And here's what I invite you to do. If this is new to you, there are 2 prime opportunities every single day, and when you can naturally reprogram your subconscious mind. It's first thing in the morning when you're waking up and in that groggy state, and right before bed when you're getting sleepy before you nod off. And what it is it's theta brainwave state. This is when your subconscious mind, through self-hypnosis, becomes suggestible to information. And that's why listening to guided meditations are powerful. This is when you can lay in bed, watch your mind movie, or visualize and mentally rehearse your ideal outcomes. This is when using affirmations along with the emotional states behind it, through self-hypnosis, through reflection, through staying mindful and intentional using meditation, you can literally reprogram your subconscious, again, alchemizing current situations and creating quantum leaps in your life. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What questions do you have around this so I can create new content? I invite you to comment down below. What questions do you have, and what ahas or epiphanies did you take away from this? What I really want you to understand is don't just listen to this content. I want you to apply it and put this into play. Go back, take notes, write out that acronym alchemy, and start putting this into play. And I promise you, when you show up for yourself every single day, when you stay consistent and mindful and intentional, you can alchemize any area of your life, transform it for the better, and create quantum leaps in your finances, health, relationships, business success, and so much more. Again, if this is new to you and you're seeking accountability and you want the roadmap on how to do this and save yourself a lot of time and effort, I provide one-on-one coaching. I'll include the link below in the description box, but it's also on my website, heatherhakes.com. I invite you to schedule a free call and learn more. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you're the first to know when new videos drop, and give me a thumbs up. I'll catch you on the next one.